we opened this video about Mike helping, pointing out the fact that I can't sign up for the thing, but if I would, I could. I would. I'd do it.
Hey guys, Clay here from Old Guy Inc. Just going to jump on the CrossFit Open bandwagon and talk a little bit about registering or not registering for the CrossFit Open. And I'm going to bring this to you from someone who has no voice. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the person who has probably the biggest voice in CrossFit right now. So this is a compliment, Andrew Hiller. Okay. You are probably the biggest person in the space right now. However, in my opinion, you're also the biggest hypocrite speaking about registering for the CrossFit Open currently. So I want to make something very clear. Registering for the CrossFit Open is a choice. And everybody has a choice, including Andrew. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, okay?
The thing, but if I would, I could. I would.
Whether you choose to do it or don't choose to do it, those reasons are on you. Those are personal reasons. And I don't believe anybody should be pressuring anybody or basically trying to make it seem like you're anti-CrossFit if you're choosing not to do the Open. So Andrew has very specifically said that he is a victim, right?
The thing, but if I would, I could. I would.
If he would sign, if he could sign up for the Open, he would, okay? If he could sign up for the Open, he would.
The thing, but if I would, I could. I would.
But he can't. It's not within his control, right? Somebody forced him to take performance-enhancing substances that got him banned from the CrossFit Open. So it's not his choice, right? Andrew didn't choose on his own to take BPC 157 or to take TB 500. He didn't choose to take TRT. You guys with me? He didn't choose to take Triple G or whatever other substances he is taken or has taken in the past that got him banned, if you will, from doing the CrossFit Open. These were choices. He could have easily chosen not to take those substances, and he could have chosen to do the CrossFit Open, and then he could register for the CrossFit Open in 2026. Okay? What's happened is people like Andrew and Taylor Self, who is also now out there telling people how important it is they register for the CrossFit Open, but he is also banned from registering for using BPC 157, I believe it is. What they have done is they have chosen sponsorship money and they have chosen experimentation over doing the CrossFit Open. Now, guess what? I'm not judging them for their choice not to register for the CrossFit Open. What I'm doing is I'm saying, let's be clear that it is a choice. Okay? It's absolutely 100% a choice. So I just feel like it's incredibly hypocritical to be talking to other people about how they should choose to do the Open when you have clearly chosen yourself not to do the Open and you've chosen to do things that you were not forced to do. Okay? So if you could, you would is absolute bullshit.
The thing, but if I would, I could. I would.
Because you could do it. Now, maybe you can't do it in 2026 because you have a multi-year suspension, but you clearly chose not to do the Open 1 or 2 years ago when you first got busted, if you will, for doing that. And so you're still paying the price for your choice. So I'm not sure how many times I've said choice, but that's the big word here, is that everybody has a choice. Andrew Hiller has chosen not to do the CrossFit Open because of choices he has made to take performance-enhancing substances. People like Taylor Self have chosen not to do the CrossFit Open because they also have chosen to take the sponsorship route. And that's fine. I'm not hating on anybody for their choice. That's the important part here. The key to this video is they should not be talking shit and telling you what to do when they're not signing up for the CrossFit Open themselves by choice.